Most comedies end with a joke. This one ends with silence. No punchline, no relief, no escape. And the strangest part is, it spends 6 episodes pretending everything is fine. This is Blackadder Goes Forth, a BBC sitcom.
Cat Pain Blackadder. How dare you, darling? I'm going to miss a pigeon.
Because I'm a gabbler, mate, you see.
Come here.
A show famous for insults, sarcasm, and some of the most sharpest comedy ever written. And somehow, it becomes one of the most devastating depictions of war ever put on television without ever showing the war. Before the trenches, Blackadder was never serious. Each season resets history and tone. Season 1, Medieval England, chaotic, stupid, loud. Season 2, Elizabethan era, sharper, cleverer, political. Season 3, Regency period, satire, class, absurd authority. Every time Blackadder schemes, the world is incompetent, he loses, reset. Comedy built on failure. Then comes season 4, and the reset never comes. In Goes Forth, the setting isn't flexible, it's a trench. There's no upward mobility, no clever escape, or historical distance, just mud, paperwork, waiting. The show doesn't announce this shift, it lets the characters discover it slowly. Lieutenant George begins the season exactly how Blackadder always treats people like him, optimistic, earnest, believing the story. He talks about the war like it's meaningful, like bravery will matter, like someone is in control. But because George still believes what he's told,
Absolutely top holes are with a yin and a yang and a yippity-doo. Bravo! Well, cover me with eggs and flour and bake me for 40 minutes.
then near the end, George says something that shouldn't exist in a sitcom.
Sir,
Yes, Lieutenant?
I'm scared, sir.
No joke follows. That line hits because it breaks the contact. George isn't supposed to understand what's happening, but now he does. And if he's scared, then the situation is already far worse than anyone is admitting. Captain Darling doesn't believe in victory, he believes in Doris.
Go back to work at Pratt and Sons. Keep wicket for the Croydon gentleman. Married Doris.
Not romance, normality, paperwork, etiquette, a future where this never happened. He's terrified of the front line, and for once, that fear is rational. When Darling dies, the show doesn't dramatize it, because in this world, death isn't shocking, it's clerical. Another name removed from the system. Baldrick is mocked constantly.
You want to be cremated, Mulrick, or buried at sea? From Shaftesbury Avenue to the Côte d'Azur, they'll be saying, I like the little black... No, sir, I'm absolutely terrified.
He's dumb, he's ignored, he's disposable. But there's a reason he survived so long. Baldrick doesn't understand the disaster, and that ignorance becomes a shield. In the final episode, Blackadder stops insulting him.
I have a plan, sir.
Really, Mulrick? A cunning and subtle one?
Yes, sir.
As cunning as a fox who's just been appointed Professor of Cunning at Oxford University?
He speaks to him plainly, respectfully, not because Baldrick changed, but because the situation did. When things are this bad, mockery becomes meaningless. Across all 4 seasons, Blackadder is consistent, smart, cynical, aware. In Goes Forth, he's the only one who understands the system clearly. That's why he tries to escape constantly. Fake illnesses, forged orders, endless delays. Not cowardice, pattern recognition. He knows the machine doesn't care. Then the final episode arrives, and there's nowhere left to go. Blackadder doesn't give a speech, he doesn't pretend this is noble. He steps forward because he's the captain. And responsibility at the end of a disaster isn't bravery, it's refusing to run first. The firing stops, silence. For one brief moment, everyone thinks it might be over, that the system has finally stalled. that they've survived by accident. Then the whistle blows.
Good luck, everyone.
That pause is the most cruel moment in the series because it shows how desperate everyone has become, not for victory, for interruption. Blackadder Goes Forth isn't devastating because they die. It's devastating because the optimism was sincere, the fear was earned, the joke stopped working, and responsibility arrived too late. The comedy doesn't end, it's withdrawn because once the disaster is fully visible, there's nothing left to laugh at.